Welcome back. We're watching some breaking news out of London where student protesters angry over a controversial plan to triple university tuition fees have apparently turned their anger on the vehicle containing Prince Charles and his wife Camilla. We have with us Stephanie Gosk in our London bureau. Stephanie, what can you tell us about this latest development there?
Tamron, that's basically all we know. It's the Associated Press right now reporting that a car containing Prince Charles and his wife Camilla was attacked by the students. We were in those protests earlier today, and we saw, after that vote got passed, we saw the tone of the protests change a bit. A lot of the students who had been hopeful that these protests in recent weeks would change the course of events, realizing that they weren't, and a lot of their hopefulness was replaced by anger. We saw some rock throwing, some pushing and pulling by police, but for the most part, relatively peaceful protests. We're being told right now that this potential attack took place on Regent Street, which is actually not that close to where we were in Parliament Square, where the majority of the students are. It really does beg the question, though, what were they doing there? Why would they be anywhere near protesting students? These protests have been going on all day long. You would think that security would keep them away from those areas.
Well, yeah, and that's exactly what we were wondering, Stephanie, in the break as we wait to get more information. But this information says the car, demonstrators kicked the car, as you pointed out, in Regent Street, the heart of London's shopping district. So perhaps they were out shopping, and as you said, this was not near the heart of where all of this angst and protesting was happening, right?
No, it isn't. So it remains to be seen. We need to hear more about what exactly happened and how maybe there was a pocket of students in that area. The bulk of these students have been surrounding Parliament. They've been in Parliament Square all afternoon long. We did see, as I mentioned, a bit more violence after the vote was passed and students realized that their protesting hadn't led to the vote being shot down. But attacking a car with Camilla and Charles in it on Regent Street, we still need to learn more about this.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. And again, you pointed out these protesters are angry over the tuition increase, and they've been fighting with police. We're looking at, Stephanie, live pictures now, and certainly from this vantage point, you see more of those jackets indicating police in the middle of the screen. But any chance they're going to be able to tamp this down anytime soon to a significant level of control?
Well, what we saw when we were down there, Tamron, is there's an enormous police presence given the number of students that are there. There were probably 1,000, maybe a little bit, maybe a couple of thousand students protesting on Parliament Square, and there was a huge police presence. There were riot police, there were police mounted on horseback. And if you remember, last month there was a protest that got violent. There weren't enough police on the streets, and a number of students took over the headquarters of the Conservative Party, and they've been in recent protests since then, they've been trying to at least have a police presence on the street in case any violence like that occurred again. So just from what we saw on the ground there is a large ratio of police to students. I'm just getting another wire right now that says that the prince has no immediate comment, and that it doesn't seem, at least, that there was any damage to the car, and that the car drove off afterwards. So it's unclear what exactly they were attacked with. But very clear message from students here today, Tamron, that they are angry about these cuts. They told me today they're going to continue to protest regardless of the fact that the vote's now been passed. A lot of these kids not being able to go to school next year or think about attending university because they just simply won't be able to afford it.
All right, Stephanie, thank you for reacting to that breaking news and getting us the latest information you were able to gather for us. Greatly appreciate it.